Hi, I'd like to invite you to a 4-week learning opportunity called Beyond Survival. If you have found yourself saying things like, I have less energy these days, or I'm just not available for other people, or maybe you feel less inclination or motivation towards personal growth, or have used the phrase, I just don't have the emotional capacity, this conversation might be for you. Um, we're talking about how the flow or the inertia of the life that we call normal life really is against the kind of life that feels like it has enough for ourselves and for other people. And it becomes the most natural thing in the world to isolate and also to just be exhausted because of that feeling of not having enough. It can even just feel like you're keeping your head above water most days. Um, I don't think personally that anyone wants to live that way. And I also don't think that anyone really intentionally chooses to live that way. But I do think that it becomes a very natural default setting to life as we know it. Unless, of course, there is a more captivating vision for the kind of life that we want to live. So that's what I'd like to talk about in January. We're going to spend 4 classes on 4 consecutive weeks talking about 4 different aspects of what we're calling survival. What are those 4 classes or aspects we're talking about? The first one is just let's dive into what is this survival mode of living and what does it really do to us. The second class, we'll look at our own unique methods of coping and dealing and surviving what we know is daily life and how those affect us. The third week, then, we'll look at the tools that we have available to us for getting out of a survival mode of living. And the fourth week, we'll actually talk about crafting a plan for gaining some new experiences in doing life differently. The format, just so you know what to expect, will be that each week there will be roughly an hour to an hour and a half of preparation time before the class. So that would be time spent reading or watching or listening to something, and some time doing some personal reflection and writing down some thoughts so that you'll have something to bring to the discussion at the class. The class then will be about 90 minutes or so together, usually 60 to 90 minutes. We'll try to keep it to 90 max. And we'll focus mostly on discussion. We'll hear from some people who are going to get up and share their own experiences. And then we'll also give opportunity for questions and kind of large group discussion in addition to the small group discussion. And then lastly, when the class is over, we will actually have an opportunity for you to sign up for invitations to some ongoing things each month as a way to sort of stay on top of some of these things that we bring up together. So if this sounds interesting and helpful to you, I hope that you will email me, joel@faithav.org, and sign up. I should also mention that childcare is available on request. And if you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just hope to see you there.